guys, how's it going? Stacy here. So I'm right back with you guys. A DIY flamingo costume.
For my littlest?
My littlest little Charlie. She's 3. So this is how I did it, guys. Well, first, let me tell you why I did it. Okay, so every once in a while, the kids will say, oh, I love animal X.
Whatever animal it is.
And I'm usually like,
okay.
because it usually lasts about 2 weeks or so, and then they're on to something new. This flamingo thing has been around now for
months.
She is so into flamingos. I mean, flamingo this, flamingo that. She loves her flamingo doll. She's got her little flamingo wand. And I was like, Charlie,
That's it.
you need a flamingo fairy princess costume. And she was like, just like that. So I figured I would just whip it up real quick. And what I did was, first of all, I had a few things on hand that I could use, but you could very easily do this at home if you have a little flamingo fan in your life. First thing you need is a pink dress, and I had just the one. Right, look at that. It's got some sequins, a little ruffle action. So I had to do a little bit of repairs, but I'll show you how I did that. This was Josie's. She has long since grown out of it, but I think it'll be perfect for a flamingo. I also picked up a pair of these from the Dollar Tree. These look very flamingo fairy, don't they? I mean, if you're gonna have a flamingo fairy, this would totally be her wings. So I had to get them for $1. Look how perfect they go with this dress. I just can't. It's so perfect. I also got this happy birthday crown, which I then am transforming into a flamingo fairy crown. You can kind of still see a little happy birthday left there. I have some feathers I could glue on it, but I don't think Charlie's gonna mind. I think this is okay for right now. And then maybe we'll see how it does. You never know with these kind of accessories which ones they're actually gonna use and which one they're not. So I'll let her kind of test drive this before I put any more work into it. Well, let me show you real quick how I repaired that dress and how I made this.
Here's the little pink dress again, and as you can see, the ruffle has come undone from the top. So I am just going to, using that needle and thread, I'm going to reattach it. I'm going to make pleats basically and just sew them onto the top of the dress, the neckline. I just fold the ruffle over onto itself once or twice and then stitch right through it. And that's all there is. It's so easy. I'm not a very good seamstress, but things like this I can do. I can sew something together. But things that involve measuring and stuff, maybe not so much. Yay, look at it, it's better and it looks so much better. Say yay, that's good. Boo, that's bad. Hold on, let me fix that. And boo, yay, boo. So this is really fun, you guys, just sitting here sewing. Kyle and I are watching New Girl on Netflix, so just something light that I can not necessarily have to give it 100% of my attention. And it's pretty entertaining, but this is just fun to sit down and do a little craft, a little sewing like this while you're doing something else. And, oh, almost done here. Oh boy, look at that. Yay! Yay, yay! All yays.
I hear some commotion.
All right, back to business. This is some foam that's adhesive on one side, and that's my tape dispenser that's a flamingo shape. So I just am using it as a stencil so that I can get a flamingo shape cut out to put on the crown. And there we go. Maybe not the best looking, but for what we need, this is perfect because I can cut around all this parts where it's not smooth and make it smooth. So I cut it out. I drew on the back of the foam so that when I cut it out, it wouldn't have like black lines on the edge. The part that you see will still be perfectly pristine. Quick side note, we were watching Bedazzled the other night, the newer one that had Brandon Fraser in it, and I had just washed my hair and let it air dry, and I was like, oh my gosh, we have the exact same haircut right now. And Kyle LOL'd, and I LOL'd because it was kind of true. And look at that, pretty good, right? So this is the happy birthday crown I got from the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to peel the backing off of this. It's basically just a foam sticker that you can cut into whatever shape you want. I love this stuff. And then I like to hold it upside down so I can get the bottom straight line of the flamingo straight with the bottom straight line of the crown. And I'm going to cut off one of these palms that's in my way. But I'll reattach it later, don't worry.
Whoa, that's cool.
You like it? Uh-huh.
And as promised, ladies and gentlemen, I am reattaching that palm. I cut it off so that I could make sure the flamingo head could rest naturally. I know it seems like a unnecessary step, but it just worked better that way. And I just glued it back on. And then I took one of these pretty sequins, the darkest pink one that I had. I got these from the Dollar Tree. That's all I ever freaking talk about, right? And I used one of them to glue on to be the eye of that flamingo. And it came out pretty darn cute. Look at that. Well, you know, we'll let the recipient of this crown really be the judge. This is a makeup palette by Academy of Color that I got at Kohl's actually, and I'm going to be using that silver metallic-y sparkly color. I have a really bright pink color eyeshadow by Makeup Forever, but it is such a good pigment, it's really hard to get off. And so for something like this on a little 3-year-old, let's use a little weaker pigment, something that we'll be able to get off fairly easy, because it's just play makeup.
You look beautiful, Charlie. You definitely look like the flamingo princess. Now stop. You're not doing too much. You're doing the perfect amount for a little fairy.
This is my CoverGirl's Cheekers in the color Soft Sable. I use this color for myself as a blush and as an eyeshadow when I don't feel like carrying a whole bunch of makeup around. It works pretty well. It works really well for Charlie here because once again it's not a real strong pigment, so it's easy to wash off. Actually, most of this will probably wear off by the end of the day. So when she gets in the bath, there won't be a whole lot of scrubbing, if any. I like to do it around upper cheek and around the top of her forehead since we're trying to create kind of a theatrical flamingo makeup look.
That's it.
This is the NYX Butter Gloss in the color Vanilla Cream Pie, I do believe. It is just a little something to give her a little shimmer and make her feel so pretty. And I think it does the job just perfectly. And there you have it, folks. That's how I made my flamingo fairy princess costume. The wand also came from the Dollar Tree.